All right, it is 5:30, so we're ready to get started. So as I said, a mat and a blanket if you have one. So we're gonna start seated. And if you have a blanket, it might be nice to sit on a blanket. Out of our environments can be a little bit different, right? If we're used to practicing in a studio and we're practicing at home. So we're gonna start with some grounding. So take your peace fingers on both hands and just take the tips of your fingers towards the floor and just rest comfortably. Reach up through the crown of your head, nice and tall. And take a big inhale. Open your mouth, big sigh out. And keep going with those big inhales and exhales. You might even close your eyes here, and you're welcome to listen throughout the yoga practice this evening rather than watching. I always want you to follow your own body. Feel free to add, take out, and move in a way that feels good to you. And as you find this grounded breath work here, as we are connecting virtually, maybe close your eyes and just imagine connecting. Imagine them expanding into our community. It's a challenging time for all of us. But maybe we can find some gratitude for these small ways that we can connect with each other. As you imagine these threads connecting you through the earth, through your community, to each other, see if you can find some release in that connection. Allow your shoulders to relax. Allow your jaw to soften. Let your hips relax. Maybe knees feel a little heavier in your seated posture. You might start to lengthen your breath. And we'll take 5 more big breaths here. Each exhale, allow your shoulders to release even more. One more big breath in. Big sigh out. Next inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers. We'll take our hands towards our chest as we press our palms away. Allow your shoulders to round, maybe even chin to chest. Allow your spine to round as much as feels comfortable for you. On your inhale, reach through the palms of your hands. Maybe start to arch your back, even looking up towards your ceiling, as much as comfortable for you. Next inhale, big reach up. Maybe your back arches here as you look up. Hold for an exhale. Inhale, press your palms forward, round through your shoulders. And release your hands down towards your thighs. Reach up nice and tall through the crown of your head. Next, exhale, take your right ear towards your right shoulder. And finding some gentle half circles, rolling your head from side to side. And feel free to stop any place that feels extra tight. Any place that's holding that tension in your body. You can hold there, breathe some energy into it, breathe some release into it. Needed, you can add a full circle in here, reaching your chin up towards the ceiling. And try to stay long through the back of your neck as you take your chin up. Just going back and forth as feels comfortable for you. We'll take about 3 more breaths to even out. And come back through center. Allow your shoulders to relax. When you're ready, make your way into a tabletop. So this is where you might like your blanket underneath your knees. Go ahead and take a moment to get set up. And when you're ready, fingers will spread nice and wide. So make sure everything is stacked here. So elbows stacked underneath your shoulders, wrists stacked underneath your elbows, knees under your hips. We'll take some cat-cows here, linking breath with movement. On your inhale, chin up, tailbone up. On your exhale, round your spine, look towards your thighs. Inhale, chin up, tailbone up. Exhale, round, look towards your thighs. We'll take about 5 more of these with your breath. And feel free to add on as you like. So maybe hips sway back and forth or side to side. Just a couple more breaths to even out your movements. Come back to your neutral spine when you're ready. So find that stack again with your arms. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift this right leg up. So you want your knee to come straight out from your hip. Foot is flexed if you can. Then we'll take some hip circles here. So taking knee down towards your left knee, up and around. When you're ready, reverse that circle. Go ahead and hold your leg up towards the side and stretch out your leg. Take your foot to the floor and press down to the outer edge of your foot. Left arm threads underneath your chest. You might come onto your left ear into this posture. Make sure right hand is planted underneath your shoulder and reach your left arm out long. Keep that left arm reaching out long. You take your right heel behind you. Just squeeze here for a moment. Belly hugging in and up. Big inhale. On your exhale, little core work here. Reach the left hand through. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, reach it through. 3 more times with your breath. If you need to take this right foot down, you're more than welcome. 1 more time, reach long. Exhale, thread it under. Big reach with the left hand, and then take it down underneath your shoulder. If you tap this right foot down, lift it up, we're going to take it all the way towards the left. Just take a look at your toes here. Getting a stretch through the right side body. Next, inhale, take your right heel behind you. On your exhale, curl your knee in towards your nose. Really round your spine, press into your hands like you're trying to press the floor away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl and squeeze your belly. 3 more times with your breath. Clean your hands. Coming into this modified lunge here, so feel free to press your hips forward. We're just going to take our hands, interlace them around your right knee. Pressing into this left hip flexor right here. Breathe into it. If it feels nice in your body, you can reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Maybe you take that interlace that we did earlier, press your hands up towards the ceiling. And release your hands down towards the floor beside you as you straighten the right leg, hips shift back. So flex through this right foot. Big stretch through the right hamstring. Maybe you rock this foot from side to side, feeling all along your right leg. Bend through the right knee. We're going to swivel on this left knee, taking the foot out, coming into a modified warrior 2. So you want to really lean into this right knee here, a little bit of a diagonal with your left leg. Flip your palms up, relax your shoulders back and down. If you can, see if you can press this right knee out more towards your pinky toe. On your next inhale, we're going to find a little flow here. Inhale, right leg straighten, toes point up as you reach up. Exhale to your modified warrior 2. Inhale, right leg straightens, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more times with your breath. Time here. This time, drop your right hand down, left arm reaches up and over for gate pose. So make sure you're not putting a lot of weight on this right hand, maybe even coming just to your fingertips. If it feels comfortable in your neck, you can look up over your left arm. Big reach up for the ceiling. Release your left hand down towards your mat, coming into a modified side plank, so right leg lifts. Big inhale, exhale, elbow to knee, curling in. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, elbow to knee. 3 more times with your breath. Last time, lengthen out. And we're going to come back into a lunge. So bending the right knee, coming back around, and back into our tabletop. So take a couple cat-cows here as you reset your spine. And moving into the other side here. Lift this left leg up beside us, flexing your foot, and take those hip circles. The knee comes down, up and around. And breathe through it as you feel all along your hip socket. And reverse that rotation. Next time, your leg underneath you. So feel free to come onto this right ear here. If you need to stay more upright, that's totally okay here. Make sure left hand is planted underneath your shoulder. We'll reach the right fingertips long again here. Pick up the left foot and take it behind you. Finding balance here by squeezing in and up through your core. Big inhale. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath you. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, thread it under. 3 more times with your breath. Lengthen this right arm out 1 more time and release it underneath your shoulder. You're going to take this left foot, swing it past our right foot as we look towards our toes. Leg up behind you. Big inhale. Exhale out, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. 3 more times with your breath. Last time, curl it in. Step your left foot towards the top of your mat. So you shift forward on your right leg. Hands can interlace around your left knee. So again, we want more of a diagonal here so you're not right on your kneecap. If it feels okay, fingertips can reach up towards the ceiling, maybe hands interlace. You press your palms up towards the ceiling. One more big inhale. Release your hands down towards the floor beside you, straighten through your left leg. Hips will shift back. So make sure this left foot stays flexed. So you get a big stretch all along the back of your left leg. And you can shake this foot from side to side here. And coming back into that low lunge. And then into our modified warrior two. So right leg will swing out beside you. Lunging into this left knee. Press this left knee open a little bit more. When you're ready, we'll find that flow with your breath. Inhaling, leg straightens. Exhale to the modified warrior. 4 more times with your breath. Last time, lunging into the left knee. We're going to come up one more time. This time dropping left hand towards the left leg, right arm up and over. So if it feels okay, you can look past your right arm. Big inhale as you reach up. Releasing right hand towards your mat, left hand up towards the ceiling. And lift the left leg if it feels okay. Big inhale, reach long. Exhale, elbow to knee. 4 more times with your breath. Last time. And stretch long, releasing the left foot down, coming back into a lunge here. And back into our tabletop. So we'll take a couple cat-cows with your breath. You're more than welcome. One more breath in and breath out. Find your neutral spine, hugging belly in and up. Tuck your toes underneath you. We're going to walk our hands back as we lift our knees, coming into a forward fold. So if you'd like here, you can grab opposite elbows. You can take hands and interlace them. We'll take about 6 breaths to find any variations that feel good in your body. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, find a halfway lift. So flat back here, knees stay bent. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees as you rise up into your mountain pose. Arms reach up nice and high. Exhale, cactus your arms open, lift your heart. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift. We're going to walk our hands forward into a plank pose. If you have your blanket here, just go ahead and move it aside. And you're more than welcome to take your plank on your knees. Or maybe you stay up on your toes here, squeezing belly in and up. When you're ready, go ahead and drop your knees towards your mat as you come all the way onto your belly. So we're going to take our hands towards the floor, come up onto your fingertips, lift your elbows. So making like a goalpost. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll your spine up. Exhale, roll it down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Walk your knees a little bit wider as you press back into your child's pose. You might take your forehead to your mat here and rock it from side to side. Downward facing dog. So make sure fingers spread nice and wide, toes tuck under. Lift your hips, making this upside down V shape. You don't have to you don't have to press your heels down. You can lift onto the balls of your feet if that feels more comfortable in your hamstrings. See if you can really press your chest back, length through your arms, shoulders roll back and down. Next, inhale, come up onto the balls of your feet, then tiptoe towards the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, big rise up, big reach through your fingertips. Exhale, arms cactus open, lift your heart. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to keep our right foot planted, step our left foot back. So you have an option here to take that modified lunge that we took before, or keep the back knee lifted and reach your fingertips up for your crescent lunge. Maybe hands interlace again here. Press your palms up towards the ceiling. You might even play with stretching here from side to side. And come back through center. We're coming into our warrior two. Flip around here. So right knee is bent. Press to the outer edge of your left foot. Fingertips reach nice and long. Shoulders are relaxed here. And we're going to find that movement that we did before. Inhale, right leg straightens, both arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two. 3 more times with your breath. Last time, big inhale, reach up. Release your left hand towards your left leg. Right arm reaches up and over, reverse triangle. Next, inhale, we're coming into our Trikonasana. So right hand reaches. Another big inhale, reach up. You're going to sweep this left arm up towards right in front of you, down towards your mat as you spin your toes to your wide leg folds. So heels slightly out, toes slightly in. Just go ahead and let your head relax here. Next inhale, find a halfway lift. Flat back, soft bend in your knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Start to bend through the right knee, coming into like a high skandasana. So right knee is bent, left leg is lengthening. If you like here, you can take some pulses into the right hip. Maybe here you hover your arms up. Next, inhale, come back through center fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. We're coming into our low skandasana here. So right knee bends just as much as you can here. Your hips don't have to be all the way down. And turn your left toes up towards the ceiling if that feels okay. So don't worry about if your heel is lifted here. That's totally fine. Maybe right arm reaches long, left arm reaches up. Take your hands down towards your mat. Support yourself down to a seat. So you don't have far to go there. We're going to tuck this right foot in towards our left thigh. Left arm down towards your mat, right arm up and over. Big inhale, right arm reaches up. Release your hand towards your mat behind you. So we come into our stargazer. So lift up onto your right knee, hips lift, chest lifts. Take your left hand down, make your way into your child's pose. And feel free to take a few breaths here, grab a drink of water if you'd like. And we're coming back into downward facing dog when you're ready. So toes tuck, hips lift. So we'll take a few breaths here. If you'd like to shift forward and find a chaturanga, you can bend through your elbows, lowering just halfway. Inhale, upward. Next, inhale, come to the balls of your feet, tiptoe towards the top of your mat, forward folds. Inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, big reach up. Exhale, arms cactus open, lift your heart. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Keep your left foot planted on your mat. Step your right foot back, low lunge. So again, this is where you can take your knee down for that modified variation, or you can take this upright variation, fingertips reach. If you'd like, you can interlace your fingers here and reach the palms towards the ceiling. If you did before, you might play with stretching through your sides here. Inhale back through center. Exhale, warrior two. So left knee will be bent here, right leg straight. And press through the edge of your right foot. Allow your shoulders to release here. Left knee presses open. Next inhale, we'll find that flow here. Fingertips reach up, left leg straightens. Exhale, lunge. 3 more times with your breath. Last time, big inhale. Release your right hand towards your right leg, left arm up and over. Big inhale. Exhale for our triangle pose. So left hand towards your shin, right hand towards the ceiling. We're going to sweep this right arm just above our head, down towards your mat, around into our wide leg folds. Make sure you keep a soft bend in your knees here. Inhale, find a halfway lift and bend through your left knee for a high skandasana. So again, you can kind of pulse into it here if that feels good in your hips. Maybe you reach your fingertips towards opposite ends. And we're coming back into that wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Skandasana a little bit lower here than you did before, but it doesn't have to be super low. Right toes can turn up if it feels okay. You can leave your left heel lifted. And take your hands back towards your mat. Support yourself into a seat. Our left foot will come towards our right inner thigh. Right hand down towards your mat, just inside of your right leg. Left arm up and over. Left hand reaches up. Take it down towards your mat. So you support yourself onto your left knee. Hips lift, chest lifts. Lower your hips here. Go ahead and come onto a seat, both legs out in front of you. And the good news about being at home is we can face whatever direction we like. So we're going to take our right foot, cross it over our left knee. If you like, you can also bend the left knee and tuck this foot back by your hip. So make sure you're not sitting on your foot. If that's uncomfortable, keep the left leg straight. Big inhale, left arm reaches up, and take a twist towards your right. So you can wrap this left elbow inside of your knee or around your knee. Reach tall through the crown of your head. Each inhale gets a little deeper. Each exhale, release into the twist even more. And come back through center. We're coming into deer pose. So the right leg will come behind you. Left heel can walk up a little bit. And sit nice and tall here for a moment, just feeling your right hip. If you need to adjust your leg, you can do so here. Then walk yourself towards your left. And you might come down onto your forearms here. You can stay up on your hands if that's better. You're hoping to get a release all along the right side here. And the longer you stay, you might be able to come down a little bit deeper. We'll take about 6 more breaths. When you're ready, walk yourself back up. Hands can support you. You take your legs out in front of you and give yourself a few breaths here to windshield wiper your legs back and forth, to releasing knees from side to side. We're going to take our legs long once again here. And take your right foot over your left knee. So foot will come flat to the floor. You can stay here. Or, oh sorry, we already did that leg. Sorry, left foot comes over your right knee. So right leg can stay here. Or you can tuck this right foot in beside your hip, just not sitting on it. Big inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, take a twist to your left. So left hand can come behind you here. So you lengthen through the crown of your head. Deep breaths here, getting a little deeper each inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back through center. This time the left leg will swing behind you. You're making like 90-degree bends through your knees, through the crown of your head. Just feel the weight in your hips. And then when you're ready, start to twist towards your right. Doesn't have to be a lot. You might be able to come a little deeper. The more we hold this, about 6 more breaths. Next inhale, walk yourself up. Hands can come behind you, so you take your feet towards the mat. And feel free to windshield wiper your legs back and forth here. When you're ready, we'll take legs out nice and long to our mat. You might like a blanket to sit on here, especially if you feel your low back really rounding. And keep a soft bend in your knees. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. And you don't have to touch your toes here. You can drop your hands anywhere along the outsides of your legs. You might be able to release into it each exhale, getting a little deeper. We'll hold for just 2 more breaths. And walk yourself up. Take your feet flat to your mat. We're coming onto our backs. So feel free to keep this blanket here, taking kind of a supported bridge. If you don't have a blanket, that's okay. You can still take hips to your mat, feet to your mat. We're going to move into some deep belly breaths here, or diaphragmatic breathing. Take your hands towards your belly. Just take a couple big inhales and exhales. Allow yourself to release. Next, inhale. Breathe into your belly first. Let your ribs fill. Breathe into your chest. Ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. When you're ready, any final poses that might feel good. Maybe you hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe you take a happy baby. Maybe it's a shoulder stand. Whatever is calling to you as we finish out our practice, just take a few more breaths. When you're ready, move into your Shavasana. I will be here for your Shavasana. And I'll call you out in about 5-6 minutes, but feel free to stay as long as you'd like. When you're ready, find some gentle movement. Maybe you wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe you rock your head side to side. When you're ready, stretch your arms and legs. And gently bend your knees, come onto either side in a comfortable fetal position. Maybe take a moment here to thank yourself for showing up, giving yourself this space for self care, for connection. And when you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Big inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. And let's take a big inhale together. Open your mouth, big sigh out. Thumbs to your forehead center. I bow to each of you. So much gratitude. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. It was such a pleasure to be able to connect with you in this way. It's really such an honor to share yoga from my home into your home, especially via the Bloom platform. It's such a great community to be able to connect with you all. We do have more virtual flows. We have tomorrow a power flow at 5:30 with Demetrius, a yin flow at 5:30 on Thursday with Ana Louise, and another power flow on Friday with Marty. So please join us, sign up in the exact same way that you did for this virtual session. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to let us know. Send us an email or a Facebook message or Instagram. Very excited to keep connecting with you. Thank you all so much.